And I guess we're about to find out. Here we go. Mo and Lucas, Pompeyo and Sergio. Sergio Ramos. In Pompeyo, we haven't seen yet today. Almost forgetting because we've just seen so much of the same in our first 2 sets. But this makes a lot of sense. Super excited about this one. And a very aggressive RG at the bridge. Other side of it makes a lot of sense. We got Pompeyo on the screen. Might as well go to the skies.
Yeah, I mean, this is great. This is OG 2v2 like we just talked about. We have double RG versus probably a double lava deck. There's going to be a lot of reliance on those big spells like the poison and the lightning. I mean, this is amazing, Andrew. I mean, you used to commentate a lot of OG 2v2 back in 2018 and 2019. I mean, tell me about it. Like, you probably know way more about this than I do.
I mean, I've just got a huge smile on my face right now. I mean, we're seeing Royal Giant, Giant Skeleton in 2v2. We got Lava Hound with some miners and all the spells to clean up all the support troops. Like, this is exactly what we used to commentate back in the day. And now it's just going to be about who can put it together better. I mean, as of right now, you know, Lucas and Mo getting good damage on that right-hand side. The synergy of the decks on the bottom of the screen, though, feel a little bit better to me at the moment. But 2 Giant Skeletons, as we've seen in 2v2 in the past, can really kind of kill every push at the bridge. I mean, that was why Giant Skeleton came into the 2v2 meta, was there was so much beat down in 2v2. Giant Skeleton just stopped it all, killed it all on the vine. So we'll see how effective that is here.
Oh, but we see this lightning drop down, and all of a sudden, all the air defense is gone. And right side tower, left side tower drops. The right side is taking damage too, though. The RG's on the tower. The graveyard is trying its best, so we kind of see a pseudo tower trade dropping down. Yeah,
decent counter push though coming in here from the boomers. Bottom of your screen though, nice arrows to clean things up. Giant Skeleton 766, and then of course 1 tower down for the zoomers. And Juicy, while the boomers are in the lead, this doesn't feel very safe at the moment.
Yeah, 766. I mean, as long as there's a couple nice big spells that can drop down, I think that they definitely will take this tower. I think what Sergio and Pompeyo will have to do is they have to realize that, and they have to try and set up their next push to get a damage advantage on the right side. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe with the tornado, they just defend this. Is it possible? There's only 20 seconds left.
Wow. That's it. I mean, I was in the same boat as you. I was thinking you know, the building is out early on. Oh, the freeze! And you can see Pompeyo knows they just got. Not expecting the freeze. A great 7th card, not even 8th card from the top of the screen there. So freeze comes in, takes the tower, and now all of a sudden I feel, gosh, this is such an interesting matchup now because the Giant Skeletons are really going to make these lava pushes be ineffective. You can see the Giant Skeleton coming out early. But as you know, Juicy, once 1 tower is down, Graveyard not quite as effective, although this is 2v2, so it is a little bit different than 1v1 Graveyard 2 tower situations.
And we got a double lava on the board, the double, maybe triple dragon. The tornado drops on offense, the tornado drops on defense. I can't really tell what's going on, but overall great defense, stopping the dragons with the cannon tank there. I think it is now Lucas and Mohamed's time to try to make that counter push.
Look at how much fun everyone is having. Look at all the faces of these competitors, man. This is what it's all about. This is bringing me so much joy. Lumberjack RG in the pocket. Need to be ready for those RGs in the pocket, getting 2-3 shots in. 21-31 to 24-35. And a Lava Hound comes down to try to control the board just a bit.
And the double Lava Hound, Giant Skeleton going to try to tank for everything like you've mentioned. I like the spreading out of the wizards to prevent value, but that also means that the Electro Wizard on the left-hand side is susceptible to attack. And we just see tornadoes, freeze, spells dropping everywhere. It's this absolute chaos on the 2v2 board right now. And we see a counterattack.
Pompeyo and Sergio may be a little too distracted with offense. Arrows comes in, cleans everything up, and now they are in a lot of trouble. Giant Skeleton tank for that RG. Bomb gonna go off, take off the cannon. Now gonna make sure they have to get more defense down. 12. It's going down too fast to count, but just over 1,000 on the top right-hand side of the board. 596 remaining in the center of your screen.
It's so close.
Can they get the spell power in? There's the RG. Where's the cannon? NATO is in.
The fireball, the spell power. The RG is not shooting the right tower. The arrows, just the power. The graveyard. Mohamed, Lucas, take it. Oh my God.
And that's exactly what they did. They did it up high. They did it with the cannon. They did it with the NATO. They were not expecting the graveyard freeze. So great stuff there from the Zoomers. And now
this
time to switch the script.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen this before. We got a giant deck. We have giant versus lava here. And we do see the Electro Wizard. I really like the Electro Wizard. After the buff, it seems like the Electro Wizard is used quite a lot. It just got a slight damage buff, but it does a great job.
He was getting a little bit of damage, and on top of that, Inferno now allows it to be taken out with the lightning plus the zap there. Giant on the tower, Juicy. This is beautiful stuff here from the Boomers.
Yeah, and the MVP is that E-Wiz. That E-Wiz, it took out everything, and that guard was perfect to protect it from the Lumberjack, and it stayed alive at 1 HP and helped the guards then take out the cannon cart, and that's just a huge advantage for Pomp and Sergio.
Yeah, crazy. Even with the rage damage coming in from that Lumberjack, I'm watching it again on the side screen here, exactly as you said, Juicy. Helps with the cannon cart, helps with the Lava Hound. The Lava Hound actually completely taken off the board. It was the pups. It was the lava pups that were finally able to clean up that very initial E-Wiz, the second card played, as you can see from the left-hand side there, and towered down early on. Pompeyo and Sergio Ramos scream back into the conversation here in game number 2.
Yeah, I didn't expect this. I thought we'd see Giant a lot in the 1v1 sets and kind of see it dominate, but the one match that was played, it got destroyed by the Pompeyo Loon, but now we're seeing some Giant print success in 2v2, and I love the pressure on the left side here. You gotta apply some pressure, and then you can kind of clean up this Baby Drag plus Lava with maybe a Mega Minion.
There you go. High E-Wiz once again baits out a bunch of other cards, including that Lumberjack. Guards in the middle, though. Baby Dragon getting some good damage here. Mega Minion going to be doing a decent job cleaning up, but a lot of damage in early in this defense, and now a Giant to kind of distract those pups.
I really like the idea of the Giant there. If it was played a little bit quicker, that Mega Minion would have stayed alive and provided even more value. But overall, their defense is solid. If they can hold on for 45 seconds, they might have a dub here.
Nice bomber kite there on top of that Inferno Dragon. Now the Lava Hound going to come down. Nice timing on the Lava Hound as well. Inferno going to stay on the board, stay healthy, and now another kite to opposite side of the board. That Inferno Dragon just doing a lot of world traveling in this game, if you will.
And we see a lightning here, and this is kind of what you were talking about before. It seems like there's so much spell potential, it's really hard to just defend. And with the poison dropping down, Pompeyo and Sergio, they kind of have to reevaluate their situation. We're heading into another tower down situation in overtime.
And there you go. Log has to come in to clean things up. Plus the arrows, maybe a little bit of a miscommunication there. Log would have done enough. Arrows comes down, maybe just trying to get some damage in on top of that ensuing push behind the Giant. Giant gets on top of the tower. Guards are there as well. Guards plus Giant. That is so much DPS. Mega Minion still alive and doesn't get a swing on the tower. 1092, 21-21. Pompeyo and Sergio chomping at the bit here, and Mo and Lucas just with little smiles on their face knowing they're going to have to do some work here with the remaining 100 seconds.
Giant Dark Prince at the bridge. Cannon set up on defense. We have a defensive poison, but there's a second Giant. Lightning dropping on offense, getting some damage. Guards, Inferno Dragon, and the Cannon card trying to make sure the Giant mate doesn't make the tower, but look at the spells. The spells are hitting that tower. Lucas and Mohamed, they need to go on an offensive lava push right now.
Pompeyo and Sergio just need to spend on defense, get back around, and then just spell their way out. Poison plus lightning plus arrows plus rage should do it. Look at all the units coming down to protect that tower. Mo and Lucas know they are in trouble.
Yeah, we do have a lava push, but like you said, the spell range is there, if not very close. But the lava push is trying its best. Poison, lightning, rage drops down. Boom! Tower down.
Defensive buildings, then all of a sudden you drop all that elixir to defend the RG plus Giant Skeleton, then the Graveyard sneaks in on the backside. You got to defend that, and then of course the freeze. So yeah, I really like the levels of that deck, and here we go. We're going to go back to the skies on both sides of the board, Inferno and Lava, to start things off for all 4 players.
Interesting lava mirror matchup. Lightning dropping down the lava in double drag. We have a lightning on offense on just the Inferno Drag arrow to make sure the dragons are off the board. And it seems like Lucas and Mo are in a little bit of an advantage after that one. They're up some elixir, and they still have their lava on the board.
See if an arrows or anything comes down here. No, gonna let Baby Dragon clean everything up. 27-28 to 26-27. Elixir roughly the same. Zoomers, I guess, technically at a disadvantage because the Baby Dragon's on the board, but, you know, let's just call it even.
Yeah, that was a really satisfying Baby Dragon hit. It's always just the best thing ever when the Baby Dragon has the perfectly timed splash hit on all the lava pups. Made it so that they weren't forced to spend any extra elixir there. And I guess both players are just setting up another push. Dark Prince. I actually like this Dark Prince here. I think this Dark Prince is a good unit for lightning blocking. For example, sorry, I'm yapping.
No, I was just going to say it's a great call. The Dark Prince, I was saying, is just a great call to block this lightning, soak up that shield shot. You know lightning is going to be used a lot here in 2v2. And yeah, just kind of thinking about things at all levels, you know, not just like what a good card is on the board offensively, how it synergizes, but of course thinking about the spell power of your opponents and how to punish. Nice King Tower activation there. That's going to help out a lot moving through this game of 2v2, especially if we do start thinking about that 2-tower game, those last second defenses, how much more you can spend defensively to make sure your opponents can't cross that finish line.
I like that Goblin play there, and actually predicting that high Inferno Drag. Pompeyo and Sergio, they're trying to get that Inferno Drag high to prevent any lightning value on the tower at all, but the prediction makes this lava push much more of a threat, and they're going to be able to get some spell damage on tower too.
So a little bit of poison in, 1724. Arrows come down as well, down to 1631. Miner for the Boomers comes out. Gonna take that tower to just below 2100. And the lightning down as well. Man, it really feels like Mo and Lucas have just got a firm grasp of this game.
You're so right, and they're really just playing it to a T here. I mean, they're just using Lava Hounds pretty much to bait out spell value. That's kind of how Lava is played in 2v2. And then on the other hand, though, it seems like Lucas, or it seems like Pompeyo just can't really break through. They're just doing such a good job of blocking this breach.
Yeah, and here's a pretty, decent-sized push coming at the bridge. Miner going to go to the back, getting tanked for by the Lava Hound. So now you see Goblins. There we go. Goblins do come down, clean up that Miner. Lightning defensively, but that Beta Dragon should be able to tank for those pups. This is huge.
Wait a minute, the Lava Pups are doing damage as well. Is that just spell range? Is the lightning
that's game.
Enough? Wow,
I think that's game.
That's game.
297. One Lava Pup stays alive. Miner goes to the inside. Now we just need to get the spell power in, whether it's a lightning, whether it's the poison. Yeah, right.
But the mine, the mine just does it. GG's.